Hello and welcome back to Sam Boyd Stadium, this time for Freestyle on this 4th of July. The same 16 trucks we saw in racing are back at it again for a potential Freestyle championship here today. As always, this Freestyle event will be split into two parts, 8 trucks here, 8 trucks in the next part, and at the end of part 2, you will be able to vote for which truck you believe should be the winner here at Sam Boyd Stadium. So, without further ado, let's get on to the first truck of today's event. The first truck we have up here today is National Treasure. A nice run up onto the ramp, some nice air, clearing the big center jump. Right up over the buses, landing on top of the bus. Trying to get it under control, it seems. Landed a bit awkwardly. Right up over that box van. Although I think he just got caught on the van, too, while going over. National Treasure's been in a couple of other 4th of July events, notably Star Spangled Mangle and the Great American Dash from a couple of years ago. This will be the third event National Treasure's been at. Let's see if this first truck out can get the Freestyle win. Giving us some donuts here. Being a little wild on the racing lane and in between the fireworks hill. Going from one end of the stadium, up over the buses, landing on top of the other bus, not quite clearing it. Just some pretty good distance though. Up over that van obstacle, gotta slow down real fast before running into the concrete barriers. Hitting it in reverse, up over he goes, landing right back down. Back for the box van, this time not getting stuck on it, and absolutely smashing the other car on the other side. Going for the backflip. Almost a little more over rotation, right into a moonwalk. Very impressive move there by National Treasure. About 10 seconds left to go on the clock here, going through the pool of water. Gonna make it over to this bus obstacle, not quite. Time is up before he gets it there. Slams into the bus, goes end over end, and settles right down on the side. A nice little start to our run here today, but there's a lot more trucks to go, so let's see who's next. Next truck we have up here is Soldier Fortune. Soldier Fortune here in their American flag livery rather than the standard camo one, starting us off over that box van. Getting over it much easier than National Treasure did. Going sideways along the pool, managed to get it back on all 4 tires. Going through the racing lane. Now going on the backside of this ramp here over those crush cars. Now in a bit of an awkward position here, trying to figure out what to do. Hits it right in reverse. Slams it down. He's going in reverse a little bit more. Looks like Soldier Fortune. Oh, they're not going for the backflip. Going for the van. Clears the van. Going for those double buses yet again. Up into the air. Clears the bus this time. A nice smooth landing on the other side of the ramp. Over a couple of moonhawks just placed loosely out there. Some nice big air off the fireworks hill, lands on the side of the obstacle, going on the sidewalls, manages to recover. Soldier Fortune going for the middle of the ramp, some nice distance off there, a bit of an awkward landing. Almost runs right into the backflip wall. Proceeds to go for the backflip with almost no startup. Still manages to land it on all 4 of those tires. And yet, while backing up, proceeds to give us some reverse donuts. Nice donuts by Soldier Fortune. About 5 seconds left on the clock. Up over those crush cars. Lands it right back down, and it seems time is now up for Soldier Fortune. A nice run, filling the clock, managing not to damage any of the body panels or even losing the flag on the back. Pretty good run, but of course there are still way more trucks to go. Up next on our roster we have Reptoid. Reptoid also once again in a bit of a patriotic scheme here with military on one side and first responders and law enforcement on the other. Starting us off big was the second ramp, splitting up the different heights of the ramp, but a bit of an awkward landing, running right into the box van. Reptoid just taking a bite out of that van. Reptoid going for the buses, lands right on top of one of the crush cars. Goes for a stoppie down the ramp as well. Reptoid getting stuck yet again like Soldier Fortune. Decides not to go up the ramp in reverse. Instead, this time slams right into the backflip wall trying to go reversed up the van. Looks like that right rear tire is now broken. The steering's just gone. Goes up onto the sidewall a little bit. Doing a little cross-threading here across the racing lane. That rear tire is definitely not helping things. Reptoid quite literally bouncing off the walls here, trying to figure out where to go. Reptoid slamming its face right into that box van yet again, losing some teeth in the process, going for the backflip ramp now. Up into the air, spins it around. Luckily that rear wheel didn't cause too much, didn't cause them to swing too hard to one direction. Still struggling to maintain their momentum with that broken tire. More cross-threading action here by Reptoid. Bit of an awkward bounce up onto the roof and onto the side, and unfortunate early end to the run. Not much time left on the clock, but again, an early end to the run regardless. Up next on our lineup, we have Captain America, our favorite superhero here today, or at least one of them. Of course, there are some Captain America scenes on this map, such as the shields being where that van stack is. Going for the backside of the blue racing lane, some nice air off that jump. Going right for the Moonhawks afterwards. Going for the bus stack. Once again, some nice air, slamming right down on top of a bus, rolling it over. Come on, save it, save it. Wheelie right out of it. Nice save there by Captain America. Nice smooth landing on the other side of the fireworks hill. And now some donuts here by Captain America. America going for that van stack now. Goes a little sideways and jumps the box lane too. Getting a little stuck on the ramp right outside of Sumner Alley. A little cross-threading from the bus into the racing lane. Back for the Moonhawks. Those things are definitely going to be flat by the end of part 1. Some big air off the fireworks ramp, landing right back on top of it. Captain America with a slap wheelie, going right for the backflip ramps immediately afterwards. Getting a reverse over the fountain, almost getting into a wheelie. America with about 10 seconds left on the clock here, going up the left side of the ramp. A big sky wheelie, lands hard on the rear axle, breaking the tire rod, the shield rolling across the ground. Captain America slamming right into the backflip wall and getting stuck between the van stack. Rather chaotic end to the run there, just breaking a hard hit to the chassis. But is it enough to take the lead? Up next we have El Toro Loco. El Toro Loco blowing some steam right out of the nose. Starting us off on that fireworks hill. Going for the bus stack just like everyone else. Right in the middle. Looks like the right side of the bus is pretty popular to land on, considering how flat it is. We're only 5 trucks into this run. El Toro Loco jumps over the van. Ooh, El Toro Loco slamming right into those moonhops, turning him around pretty quickly up into the air. Steam spilling right out of the nose. Oh, and El Toro Loco is getting a little squirrely on the landing. Manages to recover themselves. Right up the ramp outside Thunder Alley. Up the red lane. Some more steam coming right out of that nose. And now for some donuts by the Raging Bull. How fast El Toro Loco is going. I think we can promote these as cyclones with El Toro Loco spewing more smoke out of the nose. Up into the air, little awkward landing coming out of the fireworks hill. Going for a pool of water. And right towards the backflip wall, up into the air. Hard landing on the rear suspension. Truck seems to be fine though. Yeah, rear steering looks fine as we are looking at the back of El Toro Loco now. Going for the double buses up into the air, cross-threading it across the stadium, managing to clear the center ramp as well. Like this will be the final hit here, slamming right into the center ramp and resting it on the side. That was a chaotic ending for El Toro Loco as well. Probably not as chaotic as Captain America. But, once again, we still have more trucks left to go, so don't determine a winner just yet. Up next in our lineup, we have the U.S. Air Force Afterburner. Damon Bradshaw, when he drove the Afterburner, managed to get a freestyle win here in Sam Boyd Stadium. Let's see if the Afterburner can get another win here today. Looks like the truck's getting themselves ready for a bit of a photo opportunity here on top of this ramp. Getting us started off with a nice little jump off the ski jump on the top of that ramp. Who immediately going sideways like El Toro Loco, rolling it over across the top, manages to reverse it and save it. Impressive start of the run there by the Air Force Afterburner. Comboing it up right after the pool into the fireworks hill. Seems like the Air Force Afterburner's been a bit of a rough spot here, but managing to pull it out with some reverse donuts. Looks like he's found his obstacle up into the bus stack. Sending it right up over. Bit of a sky wheelie there. Going for this ramp outside Thunder Alley. Hits it on the side. onto the sidewall and rolls it over onto the side. Unfortunate early into the run for the Air Force Afterburner. Looks like he still had a lot left he wanted to do, but unfortunately, here he is on his side. Up next, we have your two-time World Finals Freestyle champion, it's Avenger. Let's see what crazy moves Avenger can pull off here today. Going big immediately for that double bus ramp. Nice sky wheelie off the fireworks hill, landing a bit awkwardly, and going right onto the sidewalls, saves it. Looks like Avenger has not yet flipped over early. If Avenger doesn't flip over early, then that means it's usually a pretty good freestyle run. Going for the buses yet again. Landing in the middle, maybe we can get a bit of a slap wheelie out of it. And now some donut action by Avenger. Going back for that bus obstacle. Hitting the box fan. I don't think anyone's hit that in quite a bit. Avenger going a little sideways on the pond, almost bicycling it had he not hit it. Doing a little cross-threading as well. Uh-oh, Avenger's on the sidewall. Spin it, save it, and wow, that was Avenger showing off some dance moves here at Sam Boyd Stadium. Going in reverse now, up over the blue ramp. Going for the Moonhawks, just like many others before him. Going for the firework hill, going a little sideways in the air. Uh-oh, that's a bit of an awkward landing. Slams it down on the front. Come on, Avenger. Right onto the sidewalls, and will roll it over just as time expires for Avenger. Looks like Avenger's not quite done yet. Going for the backflip ramp. A little bit of under rotation where the front hook just comes right off, but that looks like it is the end of the run here for Avenger. Couple wild moments by this 57 Bel Air, but there's still one truck to go for part one. And finally, for part one of Freestyle, we have Medusa. Once again, another World Finals champion in Freestyle, nonetheless. Looks like Medusa's going to start it off here on the Moonhawks. Going for the side of the firework hill, landing on the racing lane ramp. With a hard landing there as Medusa almost goes over on the nose. Going immediately for the backflip ramp, spinning the truck 180 degrees around. Now for the double bus stack up into the air. Lands on one of the crush cars, flattening it further. For the center ramp, going up both ramps at the same time, sending her a little sideways. Still manages to keep it stable on all four tires. Up over that box van. Maybe a little stoppy as well. Hitting it into reverse over the box van yet again. Making up for the couple of times people didn't hit it in their runs. Medusa sending it over the bus, landing onto the bus in one of the crush cars. Once again, flattening those two even further. Up over the van, this time actually hitting the van. Medusa going sideways onto the sidewalls. Up over the fireworks ramp, rolls it over, manages to get a grip with the front tires, and saves it. Impressive save by Medusa, going in reverse now. Slamming into that center ramp, onto the sidewalls yet again. Can she save it? Up on this racing lane. Come on, you almost got it. Come on, Medusa. Yes, she does. Medusa successfully bringing it back on all 4 tires. Up into the bus lane, pulling off a backflip here onto the roll cage. Oh, sends it a little too hard. Rolls it over just as time expires. An incredible end of part 1 here with Medusa. But don't forget, we still have a part 2 of Freestyle, so don't miss out on that.